Hello, welcome to my channel WWE Pulse.
Do you know what it means to get over? Well, if you're watching this video, there's a good chance you do. But for those of you who don't, let me explain. In the world of professional wrestling, getting over is an insider term for a wrestler becoming popular with the fans. That could mean the fans love you and cheer you to the rafters every time you appear. Or it could be that they boo you relentlessly. But either way, it's about building a strong connection with the crowd, positive or negative. It's the difference between being a wrestler and being a star. And without question, it's the most important thing in the business. Now, it's not easy to get over. You can have all the athletic ability and charisma in the world, but if the fans don't connect with you on some level, then it just doesn't matter. Conversely, even a below-average wrestler can become a huge star if they can get the crowd invested in them. Think about it. How many times has a wrestler come to the ring with the most basic of gimmicks only to get a huge pop because of how well they can cut a promo or work the crowd? That's why every wrestler, no matter how good or bad, will always try and learn how to cut a good promo, because more than any other skill, it can help you build that connection with the audience. If you can cut a good promo, then you can talk up your accomplishments and hype up your match. And that'll make the fans care about you, whether you can back it up in the ring or not. There are many different ways to get over. Sometimes it can be through great matches. Sometimes it's through promos. And other times, it's simply by playing a unique character. Whatever the case may be, all wrestlers want to get over because it's the key to becoming a true star. It's what separates the main eventers from the jobbers. So here are 5 things every wrestler must do to get over. Number 1, be memorable. The first thing every wrestler must do to get over is to be memorable. Now, this might sound like a pretty obvious tip, but you'd be surprised at just how many wrestlers aren't memorable at all. I'm talking about wrestlers who look the same, talk the same, and do the same as everyone else. In other words, wrestlers who are essentially carbon copies of one another. Now, there's nothing wrong with having a basic or simple gimmick, but if you're going to do that, you have to be really good at what you do. Because if you're not, then you're going to get lost in the shuffle. The key to being memorable is to do something different. Whether that's through your appearance, the way you move, or how you interact with the crowd. If you can do something that stands out, then people will remember you long after your match is finished. One wrestler who was very memorable was Doink the Clown. He wasn't the best wrestler in the world, but he didn't need to be because he was so entertaining. From his wacky antics to his colorful appearance, everything about Doink was designed to stand out, and he definitely accomplished that. People either loved him or hated him, but they couldn't help but remember him. In today's WWE, a wrestler who could get over by simply being himself would be someone like Elias. Elias is a talented musician, and that's something he often showcases on WWE TV. He'll usually play a few chords on his guitar before his matches, and sometimes he'll even break into song. Now, whether you like Elias or not, you have to admit that he's memorable. Not many wrestlers can say that they're also musicians, so Elias definitely stands out too. Tell a story. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean that you have to have a complex storyline with lots of plot twists and turns, but you do need to be able to convey a message to the audience. If you can communicate that to the fans, then they'll be more likely to invest in you. She's known for her fiery personality and her willingness to speak her mind. even if it's not always pretty. But that's what makes her so relatable. The fans see themselves in Becky, and they appreciate her honesty. She goes straight from the heart, and that's what connects her with the audience. Punk was known for his pipe bomb promos where he would rant and rave about his frustrations with the company. Fans connected with Punk because he made them feel like he was actually angry, not just acting for the cameras. CM Punk was so good at selling his anger that it was impossible not to believe him when he said that he was fed up with WWE. Be consistent. If there's one thing that fans hate more than anything, it's inconsistency. If you're a heel, then you need to be consistently bad. If you're a face, then you need to be consistently heroic. And if you have a gimmick, then you need to stick to it. There's nothing more annoying than a wrestler who switches gimmicks every few months. It just shows a lack of commitment. The fans need to know what they're going to get every time they see you. Wow. If you're a goofy clown, then don't suddenly start taking yourself seriously. Whatever you do, make sure it's consistent with who you are as a character. He was the same person in the ring as he was outside of the ring. Whether he was facing The Rock, Triple H, or The Undertaker, Stone Cold was always the same. He would come to the ring, flip off the crowd, drink a beer, and beat the hell out of his opponent. That's what the fans loved about him. They knew what they were going to get every time they saw him. If you want to get over, then you need to be willing to experiment. Try new things and see what works. If you're a heel, try being a face, and vice versa. If you're a singles wrestler, try teaming up with somebody else. Sometimes a change is all you need to get the fans invested in you. So it's not unreasonable for them to become a little bored. That's when you need to shake things up. Try something new and exciting. Give the fans a reason to pay attention. During his career, Eddie played a multitude of characters, including a Latino heat, a lowrider, and a Hollywood actor. He also had several different finishing moves, including the Brainbuster, the Frog Splash, and the Three Amigos. Eddie was always willing to try new things, and that made him one of the most popular wrestlers of his era. Another wrestler who isn't afraid to experiment is Seth Rollins. Throughout his career, Seth has played both heel and face, and he's also had several different finishing moves, including the pedigree, the blackout, and the stomp. Seth is constantly evolving as a performer, and that keeps the fans guessing. They never know what to expect from him, which makes him one of the most unpredictable wrestlers in WWE. No. 5. Believe in yourself. Perhaps the most important thing every wrestler must do to get over is believe in themselves. If you don't think you're the greatest wrestler in the world, then neither will the fans. You need to have confidence in your abilities. You need to think that you're better than everyone else. And you need to be willing to back it up with your performance. If you walk through the ring with your head held high and your shoulders back, the fans will pick up on that. They'll see that you believe in yourself, and they'll be more likely to believe in you as well. One wrestler who always believed in himself was Hulk Hogan. Love him or hate him, there's no denying that Hulk was a true believer. He always thought he was the greatest wrestler in the world, and he backed it up with his performances. Hulk was a 12-time world champion, and he main evented WrestleMania 4 times. There's no denying that Hulk Hogan was one of the biggest stars in wrestling history. Another wrestler who always believed in himself was The Rock. Like Hulk, The Rock was a 10-time world champion and a 4-time WrestleMania main event. But The Rock was more than just a good wrestler. It was a phenomenal promo. He could cut a promo that would make you either love him or hate him, but either way, he made you believe in him. Those are 5 things every wrestler must do to get over. Well, what do you think? Are there any other tips you would add? Let me know in the comments below. Also, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. And as always, thank you for watching.
Okay guys, thank you for watching my videos.